This is Andrew Vontz, and you're listening to Choose the Hard Way, the podcast about how hard things build stronger humans who have more fun. This is the 2025 Abandon Your Family 500 daily update. We are on day 6. If you're enjoying these updates, please tell all of your friends, get them hyped. And if you want more of this, become a paid subscriber on Substack at alwaysthehardway.substack.com, or you can always Venmo me directly. Blockchain.com is your trusted partner on your crypto journey. Go to blockchain.com to get started today. No experience required. Live, love, laugh. The Lauf Sigla is the most fun bike I've ever ridden, and it's fast. That's why it's parked behind me right now. And I am looking forward to getting off a trainer and getting outside. And if you're just catching up, again, we are on day 6. The action is getting hot. We've got families completely imploding, angry spouses, children wondering where their parents went. We've got leaderboard drama. And today we have some of our most special guests thus far. We have the world's most aerodynamic gravel professional racer and race promoter, Chase Wark of Hot Plate fame. What is it called? What's Hot Dish? Is that what the...
Yeah, that's my...
Yeah. Okay. Hot Dish. I don't know if we're going to go there today, but fueled by Hot Dish and Good Life, Chase Wark. And we have Art O'Connor of WUKAR Fit, the strength trainer to pro cyclists like world champion Keegan Swenson. And Art is going to be joining me soon for a
Chase
full...
Wark.
Yeah, he's my strength coach.
Yeah, look at this. We got it all. He's got all the top pros, the best in the game. Art's going to be coming on soon for a full episode. And Chase, we're going to have to get you back on now for another full episode now that Wout is in the picture and you're fully in that dad game. And of course, who could forget the man, the myth, the legend, climbing the leaderboard fast, Jonathan Kaplan of Riding With and Right Cadence Strategies, our man in DC, making things happen in the capital. Jonathan, great to have you here today.
Thanks for letting me join.
Oh, Jonathan, we couldn't do this without you. You are the wind beneath our wings. So let's go ahead and dive in. As anyone who's been following along closely knows, we had Kip Taylor on recently. Kip into an early lead, moving fast, currently sitting at 594.4 kilometers, well past the legal limit for the Abandon Your Family 500. However, Kip's in second place because at the top of the leaderboard, breaking away, we have Chase Wark at 776.8 kilometers, a staggering, what is that, 184 kilometer delta between the two. Chase, could you tell us a bit about where you're located and what went down today?
Yeah, so my current location is St. Cloud, Minnesota, but at 4 a.m., my location was Winona. I don't know. I've had a gnarly week. I learned how to install a fridge and get a ice line through 4 different random holes through my floor. And then today woke up off of 4 hours of sleep, drove through, I don't want to say a snowstorm, but it was like blowing all of the snow over. So drove past several cars in the ditches. Like you see those Instagram reels where all the semis just like
jackknife.
Yeah, that's kind of what was happening. But on the other side of the highway, luckily. But yeah, made it up and then biked in. It's 10 degrees outside, so I assume the garage is 15 degrees here. I had to put wool socks on halfway through, and then since it's so cold, I only drank 1 bottle of water, but I ate half a bag of Frosted Flakes to fuel my 4.5-hour ride today.
Did you eat the Frosted Flakes while you were on the bike? Wow.
With a spoon?
Yeah.
No, it's just like nibbling on it. I need to go. I got done and hopped on. I need to go back out, and there's a whole bunch of crumbs on the floor still.
Yeah, you want to be a good guest. You can't just leave your Frosted Flakes scattered across the floor. Single water bottle for a 4+ hour ride, pioneering reverse heat training techniques, obviously, in the 15-degree cold. And Art, tell us a bit about your day. No stranger to cold yourself, yet I think today found you in the confines of an indoor training space, if I'm not mistaken.
It did. In a career of very solid mid-level performances, this might be my most mid-level performance yet. Had to take a 0 day yesterday. I had some actual responsibilities that I needed to take care of. We're in the process of moving our gym, uh, and we finally got approval to do that yesterday. So anyway, long story short, I failed. Today I called in the big. I watched Point Break with Patrick Swayze, the my who is my inspiration today, and sadly I failed Mr. Swayze. Uh, I was going for a 100K day, and I'm using Trainer Road, which doesn't display mileage, so you have to kind of guess. And I finished with 60.06 miles today, so just under 100K. So not
Wow.
only have I failed my family, I've failed Patrick Swayze.
And Art, on Trainer Road, are we talking about the classic Trainer Road interface where you're just watching a line progress across the bottom of the screen while completing your workout?
Absolutely. That's why I had to watch Point Break. And I also
Okay.
started Roadhouse. So it's the twin towers of Patrick Swayze's career.
Yeah, I mean, Roadhouse, clearly the superior film, and we're talking about the original Roadhouse, not the abomination that was the recent remake, correct?
I have not even seen the remake.
Yeah,
No.
like let's never speak of it again. Significantly, the original Roadhouse is set in Kansas City, Missouri, which is where I'm from, and the Kansas City, Missouri of the original Roadhouse bears no resemblance to the actual Kansas City. Shockingly, the Hollywood version, although I will say Patrick Swayze's Tai Chi, very similar to what you will commonly see on the streets of Kansas City, Missouri. Jonathan Kaplan, step on in. What have we got going down in DC today?
So I did 30 miles, about 30 miles outdoors, and I thought it was cold here, but nothing like in Minnesota. And then, I jumped on the trainer for another 16, and I probably would have kept going. Then I saw at the top of the leaderboard, which I probably shouldn't look at because I've been saying boys count, men ride. But I got wrapped up in the numbers. I got frustrated that I wasn't even close to being done, and I kind of walked away today, right now. Let's see. The second thing
Well,
I want
hold
to
on,
give it.
Jonathan. Sorry, we have to hit pause. Are you telling us that you're quitting?
No, I'll finish tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could have done some more riding today. But while I was on the trainer, I was watching one battle after another.
Okay.
So as long as I was in the 1 point, actually, so only two things about this. One, Zwift, I guess, as compared to last year, it allows you to more easily go from one world to the next. So you go 1.5 to 1.6 to 1.8 to 1.9, which I thought was a really nice feature because someone like me, it takes a while to warm up. And I finished, I'd never ridden with Coco before. I think it was at 2.6. But to do that, I had to concentrate. And I couldn't watch a movie like one battle after another because it requires you pay some attention. Unlike Point Break, which if you've seen it like 50 times, like we all have, it's just kind of like you know what's going on. You just glance over and you know it. And then I want to give a shout out to Jeremy Stein for his encouragement. Participate in the Abandon Your Family 500. He might be doing that one too next week.
We may need to ask you to leave.
He might be doing that one next week.
Okay.
So the controversy, though, is not the controversy. My view is that this is done. I wish Strava had a feature that just ended this at once you reach 500 miles.
Well, if you reach 500 miles, you would have far surpassed our 500-kilometer goal for this ride.
That's how tired I am. This is how tired I am.
Right. So, Jonathan, you want some kind of feature similar to Logan's Run where once you complete 500 kilometers, you just poof, you disappear. You can no longer.
You're there. It cements you as the leader. You've won.
Okay. And then you just don't want to see any additional kilometers beyond 500 kilometers.
Not really.
Okay. So Jonathan is suffering from compare and despair. Art, is someone working with some of the top athletes in the world and different motivational styles probably. What would you say to Jonathan in this kind of quitter attitude that he's bringing into the space right now?
Not going to work with you.
Well, clearly he should have watched Point Break or Roadhouse, because then he would have probably done better than me and hit his goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was pretty close. I mean, I wanted to get in 50 today. I think I was at 44.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about challenges. So, Jonathan, you've shared some of your challenges. I have to say, I put in I believe a 122 kilometer day. I'm now just only thinking metric, right? Just for the sake of this ride. It was a long time to sit on the bicycle. My strategy that I've deployed during the course of the Abandon Your Family 500, originally I started out riding with pace partners. What I discovered over time, number one, there's no way that I could have possibly ridden the distance I completed on Zwift in the same amount of time outside. It's so completely fake. I did, just plot twist, last year for anyone who wasn't following along, my kids saw the Tron bike when they walked in the room one day and I was on Zwift. And then there was a lot of pressure from the kids to get the Tron bike. And then I don't remember what you have to, I think you have to climb 150,000 vertical feet. So I did that. But now I have the Tron bike, which is fake fast. I think it's ridiculously aerodynamic in the Zwift world. So I'm riding high zone 1, low zone 2, banging out 24 miles an hour, not on planet Earth, right? Not for me anyway. So the reality is this would have taken me probably, I think, an additional 2 to 3 hours were I riding outside. And what I deduced was the fastest way for me, because I just rode at a steady pace. I don't think I could have done any intensity or intervals just with my current state of fitness. And what I discovered was I kept trying to do what Jonathan described, jump from pace partner to pace partner to pace partner. And what I discovered is if I just rode high zone 1, low zone 2, and Tempus Fugit, I could ride probably like my fastest average speed, even if I was by myself. So there's some real deep Zwift insider knowledge for you. That's what I figured out. Chase, I think you are on a different platform, right?
Yeah, I'm now partnering with Training Peaks, and Training Peaks has Training Peaks Virtual, which is included in your Training Peaks Premium membership. So I moved over there first to save money, and then I told them I ride at the trainer a whole bunch and would love to partner with them, and they said yeah. So we're gonna do another. It's probably not going to be 1,000 miles like I started off this year, but we're gonna do another challenge like that, but on Training Peaks Virtual. And yeah, I've been riding in a velodrome on Training Peaks Virtual. So I'm just doing 45-second laps, and it hasn't been, I mean, Training Peaks is always, or whatever I'm using for training, it's always just been like a little screen in my corner. And yeah, the movie I watched today was The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler in
The
it.
original, not the original, the remake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was in the original? Do you know?
I don't watch movies usually. I didn't know it was a remake. I'll have to.
Yeah, classic.
I'll have to go find the original.
Interesting. What did everybody have for breakfast before this ride today?
I had 2 waffles, Trader Joe's, waffles
Those are good.
And then a banana and something else I can't remember. But but I had the same issue that when it's so cold. I mean, I think I started out was maybe 34 degrees. Maybe I don't think it got above 40. But I didn't really want to drink. But my drink of choice was Precision Hydration. And I know the other thing I did. I took your and Spencer's advice with the Martin 160, which I didn't realize you really got to shake and shake and shake, and then it's more syrupy than just a regular sports drink.
I can't drink that stuff. It turns into a gel.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
but it's not like a gel. It's just
exactly
gel suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there with the Martins, but it worked for you today.
It did. I did have to. It worked too well. I had to stop twice. Credit to the National Park Service. They keep the porta potties clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. This is something I wanted to ask the group about. Something that I often do is I will have a mileage in my head that I want to hit, and I won't let myself. It's kind of similar to road trips with my family when I was a kid, where dad's not stopping until mileage X. So you just, if you need to go to the bathroom, you're going to have to hold it. That's the approach that I've been taking. Today, I think I was on the trainer nearly 2 hours before I got off. And I need to look into the science of this. Like, if you're on there and get dehydrated enough, does your need to urinate go away?
Andrew, as you just turned a certain age that ends in a 0, you will soon learn that it is not optional after 50.
Can confirm.
Okay.
I'm at that problem already. I drank 1 liter bottle and I had to take 5 bathroom breaks. So I don't know what is wrong with me.
I don't think anything's wrong with you. I think sitting on a trainer versus being outside, you're just sitting in a very fixed position for a very long time. And my feeling is your body probably doesn't like that. At least that's what my body's telling me. Yeah. So Chase, what mileage do you think you're going to hit by the end of this?
I haven't even done the math. I have 5 hours tomorrow, nothing on Sunday, and then nothing on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday will be like 3 hours each.
Okay.
At like a 24 mile per hour pace. Yeah.
When does it end?
When does what end?
The Abandon Your Family 500.
I mean, for the 3
On the 25th. What day is Christmas?
No, for the 3 masters cyclists on this call, it never ends. This is what you're doing the rest of your life. For Chase, he's just at the beginning of this journey, right?
Wait, Chase, what did you have for breakfast? No, you didn't have anything. You just ate the Frosted Flakes.
Well, I woke up, and since I knew it was going to be, it's a 3.5 hour drive from my house to my in-laws. So I had Greek yogurt, berries, and honey for some protein to like keep me satiated. And then I also had a bowl of Frosted Flakes. But I put pumpkin spice on it, or pumpkin pie spice. It's like nutmeg, cinnamon, and yeah, it changes the flavor up. Sometimes I'll put cinnamon on my Frosted Flakes, but that's just what I eat.
Yeah.
Every morning, measure out 160 grams of Frosted Flakes and 250 grams of whole milk.
You're weighing it?
Yeah, I'm working with a dietitian. I got I imagine, the Thanos big fist thing with all the stones.
Okay.
I imagine that's me this year. I have art. Art is one of those stones, and then I have a nutritionist that I'm working with.
Okay.
And then I have a new coach. I don't know what the other ones are. I could just say my wife and Drew, my teammate. But yeah, that's my Thanos glove of people helping me out this year to hopefully not be middle of the pack.
Oh, you're at the head of the pack already. And I have to say, I think the Training Peaks sponsorship is working. I'm a premium Training Peaks subscriber. I really like the product, and I had no idea I had access to this virtual world thing. I'm gonna have to give it a try. I might be on the velodrome tomorrow. I did want to say it looks like David Lorsch in 51st place, getting near the 130 kilometer mark out there in Tiburon. He did ask if he could add his swimming yardage. I think that would be a very slow way to get to 500 kilometers. Mauricio Uribe in 59th, moving up. David Hughes in 60th. Adam Kramer's 69th. We're getting more people joining the challenge as we get closer to the end here. And there's still plenty of time left. If you haven't started, I think that we've seen a couple of riders show you could just go right to the top of the leaderboard. Phil Guyman, 15th place. I shot Phil a message today, and I let him know that this is probably the first time in my life I've been ahead of him on a leaderboard And then he asked me how many feet I'd climb this week. And not that many. I'm in a garage and it's quite cold outside. Andy Leach still cooking 0.1 kilometers. I think he's got something up his sleeve. Mark DeRoy in third, right behind Kip Taylor. Jacob Velasco, 513.6 kilometers in fourth place. I'm sitting in sixth, having completed at 501.5 kilometers. And the list goes on and on. There is a lot of action. There's more action to come. I do have a surprise announcement. There's going to be more information on this coming up. I know that there are a lot of people like Jonathan starting to get a bit antsy. Well, what am I going to do to spend a bit less time with my family over the next couple of weeks? And the reality is this is just the first of a Triple Crown series of challenges. I'll be announcing the next two challenges soon. I think of this one as like we're establishing the base. The next is going to be a bit more about intensity. And then the final will be elevation oriented, even indoors. So things are cooking. We're getting close to the finish. Art, as you noted, Patrick Swayze really fueling the fire. What have you got on tap for tomorrow? What are you looking forward to?
Probably a little more of the same. My secret fuel this week has been being as I'm a Maine boy myself originally. I've got some homemade whoopie pies that were sent to me from some friends in Maine for Christmas.
Nice.
So my breakfast was whoopie pies and pancakes. So I'm going to be tapping into those tomorrow. I'm hoping I got to get a 100K day. It might be warm enough. It's actually like 60 degrees here today, and it's supposed to be that way, but it's wet. So I'm hoping to get outside tomorrow and try to get 100K outside.
Pretty
That's
good.
the plan.
Nice. Jonathan, what have you got up your sleeve? Jonathan, I believe you're muted right now.
Sorry, the family was, some bickering going on. Not sure over what, though. Probably thank you notes. That's what it is. Thank you notes. Got to write those thank you notes. So tomorrow, yeah. Hopefully it's going to be, it's supposed to be even warmer, maybe just as sunny. So I hope to get outside for, 2 hours. And if I feel good, I just come back and finish on Zwift. If not, I'll save the mileage for Monday and hopefully just be, 20 miles or so. But I have to finish Monday because we have to head to the in-laws on that later that day. So that's it.
Well, that's it until you get restarted on Challenge 2. We understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny. Annapolis, Maryland, not a great place to ride.
Well, you just need to take your trainer with you to
I
your
thought
in-laws.
about that. Yeah.
My tip would be you just carry the trainer and the bike together, and it saves you time.
Yeah, but you need like Andrew's pickup truck for that.
Yeah, I guess I have my.
You need
van.
a real car, like a real man would drive, not like the Subaru Crosstrek.
Got a bike rack, right? Yeah, you just what I would do with the trainer just to be safe, I probably would I might put a climbing sling around it and then a carabiner, and then I'd secure it with a seatbelt, because if you're, God forbid, in some kind of collision, that thing is going to be airborne. You have to think about it flying through there. You got to think ahead. Notably missing today, Spencer Martin. It seems that he may have elected to spend some time with his family, or he may be secret training. I have this suspicion that Spencer is sitting on a pile of uploads that are going to be going from private to everyone mode, and we might see him slingshot right to the top, maybe past Kip and up there with Chase. Everybody who's writing, thanks for stepping away from your family, doing the right thing, and putting a little bit of time into your personal growth so that you can really get out there and secure those results, so that when you come home from spending $2,000 to $5,000 to attend a Lifetime Grand Prix event in 2026, you can look your family in the eye and said, I got 273rd place because I put in the work. Until next time, thanks for listening, and be sure to tag everything that you're doing with AYF 500, and we will see you on the road or in the challenge.